Warriors, welcome back to Gods of Alliance. If you're here, it means you want power, knowledge, and control over the battlefield. This is not luck. This is strategy. Let's break the game together. Today we're talking about one of the most iconic magic heroes Hero Wars has ever introduced, the Queen of Ice herself, Krista. For years, Krista and Lars have been one of the most feared combinations in Dominion, capable of deleting entire teams with devastating burst damage and incredible battlefield control. But Krista is far more than just Lars' sister. She can deal tremendous damage. She can protect herself. She can even function as a frontline tank in the right situations. Today, we'll break down everything you need to know about Krista, her skills, her build priorities, skins, glyphs, artifacts, gift of the elements, talismans, and finally, how to counter her. One important note before we begin: this is a complete endgame guide, not a low-cost guide. With that said, let's jump into Krista's skills. Icy Vengeance. Krista's first skill is Icy Vengeance. She launches 5 ice crystals one after another, dealing area magic damage while slowing enemies' hit. Like most of Krista's abilities, its power scales directly with magic attack. And don't underestimate this skill. It may look simple, but it hits incredibly hard, especially once her weapon artifact starts providing additional magic attack to the team. The real magic, however, happens when Lars joins the battle. Krista softens the enemy formation, and Lars immediately capitalizes on it with Lord of the Storm, creating one of the most explosive combinations in Hero Wars. Separately, they're strong. Together, they're devastating. Chains of Frost. Next comes Chains of Frost. Krista targets the center of the enemy formation, reducing their magic defense while applying marks of water. Again, this scales with her magic attack. This skill isn't designed simply to deal damage. It's designed to prepare the battlefield. Reducing magic defense makes every allied mage hit harder, but Lars benefits the most. His abilities interact perfectly with marks of water, allowing him to unleash enormous burst damage that few teams can survive. Krista creates the opportunity. Lars delivers the punishment, Frozen Needles. Her third skill is Frozen Needles. Krista freezes the battlefield beneath the enemy team, covering it with deadly ice thorns. Every movement across those thorns causes additional magic damage, and when they disappear, every enemy still standing on them receives a mark of water. Once again, this is where positioning becomes everything. Naturally, Lars is the perfect partner because his displacement effects force enemies to move through the frozen area. But he's no longer the only option. Heroes like Cascade also work beautifully with Krista, thanks to abilities like Tidal Wave, pushing enemies across the ice and triggering even more damage. The more enemies move, the more they suffer. Crystalization. Krista's fourth skill is Crystalization. Whenever she receives a massive burst of damage, she traps herself inside an ice crystal for 2 seconds, absorbing a large portion of the incoming damage. While frozen, every attack she receives also generates bonus energy. A hit equal to roughly 14% of her maximum health is enough to trigger this ability. And this is exactly why Krista can sometimes function as a frontline tank. She doesn't simply survive heavy burst. She punishes it. The enemy commits resources trying to eliminate her, and instead helps her recharge faster. Meanwhile, the rest of your team remains protected behind her. She's simultaneously absorbing damage, building energy, and preparing her next rotation. Now let's talk about building Krista properly. Krista is a support mage from the Way of Chaos, positioned on the middle line. If you invest in the right areas first, she becomes dramatically stronger. Skins. Krista currently has 6 skins. Default, Magic Attack, Armor, Health, Magic Defense, and Magic Penetration with a Skin Plus. Your first priority should always be Magic Attack. 3 of Krista's 4 abilities scale directly from this stat, making it the single biggest increase to both her damage and overall effectiveness. Next comes Health. More survivability means Krista stays alive longer, continues applying marks of water, and allows crystallization to generate even more value. Third comes Magic Penetration. Reducing the enemy's magical defenses allows every spell to hit considerably harder. After that, prioritize armor, improving her survivability against physical attackers. Then upgrade the default skin, since intelligence still improves both her damage and magic defense. Finally, finish with magic defense, giving Krista additional protection against heavy magical compositions. If she ever receives another health or magic penetration skin, that immediately becomes top priority. Glyphs. Krista's glyph priority is slightly different. Start with intelligence. It increases her magic attack, while also strengthening her natural magic defense. Next comes armor, helping her survive physical damage earlier. Then, invest into magic defense, making her even harder to remove against magical teams. Fourth is magic attack, increasing the power of her offensive abilities. Finally, finish with health. Combined with Crystalization, this gives Krista excellent durability throughout long fights. Unless you're chasing skill class bonuses, keep your glyphs around. Level 40. Artifacts. Krista's weapon grants magic attack to the entire team. Her book provides magic attack and health. Her ring increases intelligence. Our priority starts with the ring. Increasing intelligence boosts both offense and defense simultaneously, making it the strongest overall investment. Second comes the weapon. Sharing magic attack across the team benefits every mage in your lineup. Finally, upgrade the book. Although both stats are valuable, they provide slightly less impact than the ring and weapon during early progression. Gift of the Elements. This one is simple. Max it. Prioritize intelligence and magic attack. Krista needs strong base stats to survive longer and maximize every ability in her kit. Talismans. Krista has two excellent talismans. The first focuses on intelligence and magic attack. The second provides health and magic penetration. Both are fantastic. The first offers the highest overall damage. The second greatly improves survivability, while allowing Krista to penetrate magical defenses more consistently. Even without both talismans, Krista remains perfectly playable with proper investment elsewhere. How to counter Krista? Like every hero, Krista has weaknesses. Jorgen is one of her biggest counters, constantly stealing energy and delaying her ultimate. Rufus naturally resists magic damage, making him an excellent frontline against her. Satori punishes Krista's bonus energy generation, turning one of her strengths against her. Corvus can also be effective, as his altar punishes Krista's constant area damage. Phobos can completely disrupt her by stealing her energy, stunning her, and burning additional energy from the highest magic attack hero on the battlefield. And finally, Iris performs extremely well thanks to the debuffs Krista constantly applies. Final verdict. So what's the final verdict? Krista remains one of the most unique magic heroes in Hero Wars Alliance. She brings powerful area damage, excellent battlefield control, strong survivability, and incredible synergy with displacement heroes, especially Lars, and now even Cascade. She isn't simply a damage dealer. She's an enabler, a controller, and in the right composition, she can completely dictate how the battle unfolds. If you're already investing in Chaos or Classic Twins compositions, Krista remains a hero well worth building. Master her mechanics. Pair her with the right teammates, and you'll quickly understand why the Queen of Ice has remained relevant for so many years. Warriors, this is how we play the game. Not randomly, not blindly, with knowledge, with precision, with control. We don't build randomly. We build with intention. Master the mechanics. Control the fight. Let's break the game together.